Well, hello everyone. Once again, Barry's Best Honey. I'm Mike, and I gotta do bees today. You know why? Because I do bees. Welcome to Southeast Louisiana. Folks, it is the 11th of, I don't even know what month it is anymore, April. We got 4 inches of rain yesterday, 3.9. You saw the colony that got crushed. Well, we're gonna try and go fix that. We're gonna see if there's even a queen in it. And we gotta release a queen. I may not do that with you, depends how long it takes to fix that one, but I know I need a box. The only thing salvageable is the bottom board, maybe the top. We'll go ahead and get this show on the road. So as I light my smoker and get ready to go, I know I'm gonna get, I can already see it, I'm gonna get some comments about where I set my hives up and all. I'm usually pretty careful about where I put them. That was an old nuke I had made and stuck it there temporarily, but there weren't any dead trees around it. That's been a spot I've kept them for a while. I did have some widowmakers form over that, but off to the side a little bit after Hurricane Ida. The tree that fell was alive. There's one above it that died this past summer as well. And then the live ones, though, you can't count on those water oaks. They just go down all the time. So that's just what happened. It's just one of those the way the cookie crumbles kind of deals. One I'm really concerned is I do have a dead water oak from the drought this year over a stand of hives. But my tree guy was in here getting the ones away from the house that died from the drought this spring. So those are priority. And if you've seen the prices of tree cutters these days, it is not cheap. So those are priorities. So we talked about the one over the hive. He's not worried about bees. It's over 5 hives. That's the one I was concerned about yesterday. I wasn't really concerned too much with the live ones, although water oaks will fall at any given time. Awful tree. Live oak, no sir, great tree. Water oak, bad tree. So the goal is to go see if we even have a queen, see what kind of shape the bottom frames are in. I'm gonna put some foundation at the top. They should be drawing it by now. They should be drawing foundation now. There's a lot of bees left. So the hope is we can salvage them. Be even better if there's a queen in there. If there's not, I have some cells in the incubator. Put those in there. All right, off we go. All right, next day, what do we got? A lot of dead bees. Looks like they've started using entrance, cleaned all the front off. Look at all the wax and stuff down there they've cleaned out. Here's some live bees still over here. Now I put this down so anything that was left in here could cluster on the bottom, because there were a lot of dead bees down in these little grassy areas. Let's see if anybody, they may crawl back. It's been a nice day. It's blowing like crazy, but yeah, there's a wad of dead bees drowned and dead. Still some live ones under there. Not many though. So let's shake these off here. Let them run up under there for a little bit. And look. Well, we didn't have any varmints get in here. That's good. There's some ants and such, but all right, let's look in here and see what is worth keeping. We'll clean all this up later. So as you can see, this deep box is shot. The bottom board's good. This is the one I put on. The lid's crinkled on the back. Yeah, right there. That's not bad. I can save that. I had this on here to guard that from the rain right there. So we're gonna give them some smoke. They're irritated, but I mean, goodness, you can understand. And this comb is just gonna be, it's gonna be a mess. As if the bees haven't had enough, I'm gonna give them some smoke and really get them going again. I think what I'll do is I'm gonna get this top box off. It's not got enough frames in it. Although they're on them nice, that's good. I want to get that one raggedy frame out. We're gonna set this lid to the side. Whoa, y'all about went over. So just set lid right over here for now. And what I'll do, I guess I don't want to search this necessarily. I'm gonna put this good box over on the lid for now and start going through this bottom. Might have to move y'all. Okay, that's where y'all are gonna stand. If y'all stand there. There's still a lot of bees in this thing. I would go in here and search for the queen, but I want to wait. I'm so concerned about this bottom box. It's such a mess. I'm looking at the frames that are busted. 1, 2, 3. Oh my gosh. Look at them all. So what happened, when the tree hit it and blew through it, it broke the frame rests out. As you can see the front of my smoker there. And it pulled all the frames down here. So all the frames are no good. Every one of them is shot. You can see that. So I got to come up with some more frames. I got some. I just got to go get them. What stinks about that is I don't have a lot of drawn comb left, and that's all brood comb. I'm looking down in there and seeing it. All right, let me turn off. I'm going to think about this because I really need to do this right and get some good frames in here. All right, here's what I had to do. That box, you know, the frames can fall right out the bottom. There's enough propolis to keep them from falling though. So I put it up here over top of just an empty medium to kind of give some space. I don't want to smash any more bees than I need to. Bottom board is nasty. I'm going to dump that off. I'm going to put a box on here. We're going to go frame by frame. I got some drawn comb, about 5, and I've got another 5 foundations. That'll go, you know, center will be drawn. Look at the beetles down in there. Laying eggs. Ooh, I'm glad I got it. Look, the last time, I'm telling you, when I had a hive crushed, I went out within 8 hours. There were maggots everywhere when the eggs hatched out, so I'm glad I got them out. So, the bees are pretty upset and disoriented now that these boxes are in front of them, but I'm going to hurry up and get this going. This is a box of foundation, and I'm going to grab, there might be a drawn in here, let me look. No, this is all foundation, so I'm going to put 2 here, 2 here. I'll put some drawn in the middle. Got my Hive Butler, and in here, got some drawn that can go on there. Nice stuff, pretty nice comb. A little bit of pollen, I hate pollen frames. I'm going to go through my freezer and get rid of all those frames that might have pollen, or I hate saving pollen frames. That's an old brood comb. Now, some of this came out of the freezer, so I did get one honey frame that I'm gonna put in on the edge. So they're not gonna like that, but they'll dry it out or warm it up quick enough. Let's throw this on the edge. Give her at least 4 drawn in the middle, if not 5. I got 5, so I should be able to give her 5. 1, 2, 3. No, I got 4 plus a honey. Because they got to start from scratch. Most of those aren't going to be usable, and I can't take the foundations out. 4 drawn in the middle. Put another foundation, and they should be drawn now with this flow going. So there we go. That's what they're going to have to deal with for now. So I don't want to run smoke over them if I can help it that much, but I do want to give them a little bit, and I'm going to let y'all see what I'm doing here. Oh, great. Well, at least they're dumping down in the other box. See, that's full of nectar, so all this is going to go to waste. I feel like I need to have my queen cage out. Oh, they're jammed in there so good. Look, they're building emergency cells. Tells me they don't have a queen. Look at there. I got some cells I can give them, but they're building emergency cells. This is full of larvae. It's hard to see because it's that yellow. And by the way, this is some of that comb that I brushed off and just waxed. Look at it. They've drawn it out and they got eggs in it. So, queen is gone, it looks like. Still going to look carefully for her though, but you never know. You never know. We'll get a cell to them. See, this is going to be so sad to get rid of this brood. There's no way to get it snapped into a frame either. I've tried that before. It's next to impossible. Problem is, as soon as you snap it loose, it falls. Right there. Once you get it loose, you're all right. Smash together, jam together. Well, I'm gonna take them both out. Can salvage this frame. This frame is still good. That'll be good because they want to be on this brood. Ooh, that's key. Frame of brood is going to really help. Could almost fix one of them. It'd be great. But the ears are completely busted off of them, so you can't even glue them and nail them back. Full of larvae too. Golly. Can y'all see how broken this is? So at least I got one frame of brood in there. That will help them stay. Or not stay, but that'll help them want to go in there, because just shaking on that foundation is not good. They're not responding well to that. Plus, some of it came out of the freezer. They got the wood just jammed right down in there from the frame next to it. Yeah, there's no queen. I didn't see anything so far, and that's those little starter cells tell me that they're queen wrong. You know, they really don't need a second deep. And this one, you see it's little with bees. I'm going to just put it on top. You don't need a second deep, but I'm not going to tear them open and disrupt them any more than I have to. And I'll explain that in a minute, why I'm doing what I'm doing and what the consequences of this is going to be, since we didn't see a queen. And there could be a queen in here, I don't know. But seeing those little cells over top of those baby larvae tells me those are emergency cells being built. I got to shake off those frames one more time and put them in the Hive Butler. We're going to close it up, and I'll talk to you about why that stayed a double. And we'll put the lid on. It's kind of frustrating. That's kind of bent a little bit. Maybe see if I can straighten that out some. But let's get this on. Gotta get a better palette. Well, that's the best I can really do with it. Here's another plug for the Hive Butler. It holds broken frames as well as it holds good frames. They all go down in there. I did get the solid lid. Ordered one the other day. Hive Butler sent it to me, and I had a broken, I had broken the other lid. It cracked the way I pulled on it, I guess, and she said they're not supposed to do that. I said, well, I don't, it's fine. It was just a small crack. It happened after I was done videoing, and I wasn't worried about it. I just told her I appreciated the deal, and I should have listened to her that I should have got the solid one, so I ordered a solid one, and I told her, don't worry about a vented one. So she sent me a vented one with my order and said, we back our products, we back our name, they're not supposed to crack. Here you go. Tracy, thank you so much. Didn't have to do that. It wasn't the workmanship, I don't believe. I love it. So those frames will go in the trash because you can't restore. I've tried putting comb back into frames. It's not worth the trouble. You squish it up, you tear it up, there's honey, there's larvae, it's just a mess. So they'll go in the trash, and that's the big deal now. These bees aren't that bad. They're just very curious. They don't seem to be stingy at all for what they've been through. They don't seem to be stingy at all. They're just buzzing really, frantically saying, get out of here. They're stirred. They're stirred up. They've been stirred up since yesterday. But we got them out of the rain. We got them set. They could stand to go in a single, really. But I don't want to start. I just don't want to dig through them anymore than I have to. I shook them. I brushed them. That wasn't a great idea. But that brush is usually gentle on them. It's a very soft bristle brush. No, I don't have a feather. I lose them. I've tried them. Every time I turn around, they blow away. I can't keep one. If I could keep one, I'd use it. But I don't want to mess with them. I want to let them settle down into that double. The problem is, there is one frame, 2 frames with brood in it. One of them I think is pretty much damaged or dead. There may be some live. It was all wet yesterday. I left it in there. I gave them one of their own that was still good, and that's it. They got drawn, like probably 8 drawns total at the most, and the rest is foundation plus the 2 brood. So this is, and there's no queen that I could tell. I didn't see her, and I saw those little beginnings of cells. I'm going to put a cell in there. What that's going to do is the population is going to diminish rapidly, so that's why they could go into a single. Just don't want to mess with it right now. Maybe I will another day. Well, I will another day, but I'm also going to give them some frames of brood and give them a cell and let them have a chance. And they may stay in the doubles, but I don't want to leave a lot of that because now the beetles know there was an open hive. They're going to be drawn. I saw some on the bottom, which this time of year they're starting to ramp up. So yeah, they could stand to be in a single, but not yet. Let's let them settle down for a week or so. Let's let them get settled in. We'll put a cell in there here in a minute, and see if they can make a queen and go from there. If not, we can always combine them later. But we've done what we can do. So right now I'm going to go try and release a queen out of a swarm that I caught, and that'll be it for me today. Don't have time to do a whole bunch of other stuff after work, so hey, let's go do that. So here's a little swarm. I was on my way out the door, was throwing some supers on after work, had about an hour and a half to get them done. I'm on the last con. I looked down, and underneath the stand there's this swarm. It's pretty good size, I'd say 2 pounds, maybe a little less. And so I run in, I get everything back, and I suck them up. I'm laying on the ground. I see the queen. I pull my glove off because I had my gloves on because I was working some bees. And so I grabbed her up. Actually, they're smaller than that. And put her in here in a cage. That way I know they would stay because I had no brood to go grab them. I wasn't grabbing them any brood. And I put her in here. And I didn't get a chance to release her yesterday because, well, I was busy. So hopefully she's still alive. And I don't even think there's any good frames in here, but they'll draw them out. Oh yeah, look, that's what I got in there. I got to go get a foundation. I got one. I was in a hurry. I had to get somewhere, and I had like just a little bit of time to get ready to go. You know how it is. Everything going to schedule, and then you end up having to catch a swarm at the last minute. Yep, she's alive. She's little, but that's how they are when they swarm. So let's get a foundation here. What's on this side? I don't even know what I got in here. Let's see what I got in here, because I need to make sure they're set up. That's the foundation on this side. Gosh, I hate to give them just foundation. It's been waxed, but still. Another thing I like to check for is see if they unloaded their nectar, because sometimes they'll just stay clustered in these boxes and they'll leave once the queens. Uh-oh. They haven't even unloaded their nectar yet. And that's not a good sign. Let's see in the next frame. If they don't unload their nectar, they're still in swarm mode. And you can tell the way they're gathered on the frames. Yeah, see, there's no nectar in here, and bees on these swarms bring them. There's a little bit, never mind, there's some. They like to bring nectar with them, or they do bring nectar with them, and what you'll see is if you see a bunch of dry frames and they're still all clustered up in one lump, hey, they're still in swarm mode, they're still in cluster mode. So I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to fix that. She is small enough she can go through an excluder probably. Sometimes in swarm mode they're like that. But we're going to chance it anyway. We're going to put an excluder on the bottom. I don't have one for a nuke. Oh, you know what? I'm going to get a plastic one. I found several plastic excluders the other day. See, they're not even cleaning the comb that much. Usually when they move in, they clean comb. I think I got another drawn I can give them. That'll help them too. Let's put this in there. That'll hold her for a little bit until they decide they can stay. I'm gonna get a drawn comb for them. It's gonna be kind of cold. It came out of the freezer, but it's drawn. It's got honey on one side. But give it to them. See what they do with that. I can reconfigure it later. Another thing, this could be a queen and a quick combine for the colony we just went through and fixed. Actually, if I've got a mated queen, I can give them. That'd be even better. I got this one. I got another swarm I caught. I might do that. I might just combine. Matter of fact, I think I will. Let them settle down, then combine them. Let's watch she don't fly. Come on out. Here she comes. See if she flies on us. Here she comes. Here she comes. Don't fly. You see how skinny they are when they... Look how skinny she is. They run them queens down. Down in there. She's got her wings up. There you go. Stay in there. Usually if you don't bustle them too much, they don't fly on you when they're like that. When they're in that swarm mode though, they'll fly. Doesn't seem like a whole lot of bees, does it? It was probably 6 inches in the bottom of the vacuum though. Oh well, we leave them alone. And like I said, that's a mated queen, so we'll see if she can get to laying in there again, get going again. Even though she's a little older, I can add her to that colony. I got a swarm in the back I can add to that colony. I just thought about that. I might just think about that and hold off on that sale just now. See if we can get them to stay, and then I'm going to combine them. Well, folks, that's going to be it. I need to go back over and get the rest of that stuff. I'm going to go ahead and let you guys go. Hope you enjoyed that video. It was we're gonna just do what we can do. We'll figure them out. The goal for that colony, get them through summer into the fall so we can overwinter them. That's the goal at this point. But we're gonna let them settle down in those 2 boxes, then I'll consolidate, combine, do whatever I need to do. And that's probably what I'm gonna end up doing, is taking something like this one or my other 10 frame swarm, taking the box off, consolidating the frame, shaking the bees down. Next day, come in, combine, go from there. That's probably the best plan right now, and that'll get them through summer. Heck, if it's strong enough, it'll get them through very, very strong through summer. And we can have them nice and robust come wintertime. So, already talking about winter. Hadn't even got the honey flow yet, but that's what happens when hives get hit by trees. Well, look, I appreciate you watching. Hope you enjoyed this video. Hope you enjoyed the follow-up. Sperry's Best Honey, I'm Mike, and I do bees. Y'all have a wonderful week, and may God bless you. We'll see y'all later.